G'day, this is the Ooty Fast Tearaway again, and surprise, 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 there's 4 videos in this explanation of what I'm doing here in Warframe. And this little baby here, I've just gone and bought myself a new weapon that they released about half an hour ago in the shop, and it's one of the things I do love about this game, is the weapons are so different, and the way they work, their fire rate, their reload speed, what they carry in their magazine, etc., is completely different to each weapon. Now this little weapon, oh, that looks funky, doesn't it? This little weapon is called the Dracoon. Now the little old Dracoon there is supposedly it's a scatter gun, basically. You'll see over here on the right hand side it does 25 impact damage, 25 puncture damage, but it does 200 slash damage, and it fires shrapnel supposedly. So this is my new Dragoon, and as you can see, she's brand new out of the, well, I've taken it for 1 run, so I've got 2 points on it. I can put 1 mod card in there if I've got a 2-point mod card, and there we go, crank up the magazine capacity. Magazine ammo stock gives me an extra 10% magazine capacity, which ain't going to be much, 1 extra in the magazine. As you can see down there, it only has 7 to start with in the magazine. So this little puppy needs to reload like a biatch. It's reload, where are we? Reload 2.3. Triggers a charge. I find that quite strange, but we're going to check out how this little weapon works. Alright, pausing the video, and in a minute or so we'll be on our way to test out the Dracoon. Okay, here we go on my Rhino Warframe, headed into the first mission you'll get to play in Warframe if you ever come to play it. Now each of these boxes has the opportunity to drop a white ball. They drop white balls, red balls and blue balls. The white balls are called affinity balls, and they're basically part of how you level up in here. Apart from killing enemies with your particular weapon to level it up, you also get affinity balls, sometimes from the enemy, usually out of the boxes. Every now and again when I hit one of those boxes, you'll see one pop out. My little sentinel above my head there is sweeping everything up, so it happens pretty quick. And he's actually set up the little sentinel so his weapon has no modification cards on it, so that if he does shoot something, he doesn't have much of a chance of killing it. And of course I get all the kills with the weapon that I'm trying to level up, which is the Dracoon, my brand new weapon, which, oh, pink bits everywhere. And I've set the energy colour of this little weapon to bright pink. Ooty likes bright pink on his things, because they're not expecting bright pink to kill them, but it does. And I can really see how this weapon is a scatter gun, basically. Oh yeah, I better put my Rhino skin on. That's part of why I'm in here on the Rhino, so I can level this weapon up, but they can't do me much damage. Alright, zoom in, headshot, and bits everywhere. I see how this gun works. You hold the button down for one, the little red bit goes boom, and then bits go everywhere. That's actually quite nice. Who rang the bell? You did, didn't you, mate? Didn't you? It was you. Probably his mate over there. Where's he coming, mate? Oh, nice. Let's keep pumping that trigger. I wonder if, oh no, hold and charges it. Oh, reload. That's the other thing that you have to think when you've got a different weapon onto the weapon you had on half an hour ago. How it reloads, how its zoom aim works, what its distance is. Alright, reload it. Yeah, reload's pretty quick. Alright, where are you, sir? Reload it. Yeah, you got to remember to keep pumping that reload trigger. This thing's got a really small magazine capacity. You'll see over on the right hand side there. I've got 8 in the magazine. Down the bottom it says Dracorn level 1. That's a nasty looking weapon. I gotta say their graphics in this game are quite awesome. This thing's spewing shrapnel everywhere, it looks fantastic. Alright, 15 enemies left in here. Who's shooting at me? What would you call me, mate? Shoot you in the head. White ball, 200 affinity for me. Nice fast trigger pull. Not a bad little weapon. Will be a lot better when I level it up, get some more grunt on it. But in this game it's very much horses for courses. Some weapons are really good for some stuff, some weapons are terrible at the same stuff. This one, if you're going out picking them off like this, not too, it needs to get in closer to get the damage happening. There we go. Yeah, its distance isn't very good. Slash damage, this may be a good weapon against the infested large mobs. Pumping that shrapnel into them might work really well. We'll have to see as we get it up in a higher rank. Of course, this being the first one you come into in Warframe, it's an exterminate mission. You have to just kill all the enemies in here. It is fairly easy, especially when you run a Rhino Warframe. Especially when you're not OP like Ooty. Everyone says I'm OP, I'm not OP, I'm just Ooty. I'm just Ooty. Lots of boxes, not much affinity. Left one behind in here somewhere. Little red dot up on the left hand side of the mini map is what I'm looking at. Fairly fast reload. That's that little blue circle that spins every now and again. You'll see his animation as he's reloading. And it's part of the way they change how weapons work in this game. They stuffed around with my beautiful shoddy reload. Made it about twice as long as it was to start with. And it really does make a huge difference to a weapon, how fast you can reload it, and how much it has in the magazine. This thing only has a really small capacity. Only 8 in the magazine's pretty low end. But it's how you use it, how fast it reloads that are the important bits. Now those guys actually locked me out. I can't get through the doors till I break this cipher code, which is getting all them little bars the same way around. And yes, everybody struggles when they first come into game getting the ciphers going. And then you sort of start to get a handle on it. It's good for your brain though, figuring those things out. Keeps you on your toes, keeps your brain working. It's like trying to parkour in here. Whee! That's my right mouse button zoomed in, and he walks slower when he's zoomed in. There's a level up for my weapon. Beautiful. Killed everyone in here. We haven't quite got all their loot yet. Whee! And there's an important reason for doing that slide, and that's the friction of my ass on the floor actually generates energy for me. If I run really fast like that, eventually I run out of green stuff and he starts going slow ass American on me. But when I slide, his little green bar up the top there goes up. It's the way that you have to run in Warframe to keep up your energy. Nice, 200 infinity in there. We are out of here. This is extraction. Couple of boxes, give me infinity, you buggers. Boom, we are out of there.
Excellent work.
There we go, Dracoon, boom, rank 4, very nice. Hope you enjoyed the video.